Number 1. The Lobster Moth caterpillar. This caterpillar is said to look like an alien. Let's be real, this is the closest we will ever get to seeing a real face hugger. Found in Europe and Asia, this crazy caterpillar has elongated leg segments that it can use to intimidate and threaten predators. It almost looks like a spider or a scorpion with some imagination. Let's be real, if you were a bird, would you attack something that looks so creepy? Oh my god. The good news is that despite their scary appearance, the lobster moth is a harmless species. So if you ever encounter one, it's best to leave them alone. The moths are beneficial for the environment. If you think that's crazy, let me show you the next one. Number 2. The Hickory horned devil. The Hickory horned devil is one of the largest caterpillars in the world, and it's found on the eastern side of the United States of America and Canada. So watch out, Americans and Canadians, this monster may be lurking in your garden. They specifically like sweet gum, plantain, hickory and walnut trees. One of the biggest caterpillars in the world in your backyard? Who would have known? Despite their scary appearance, the species is also quite harmless. If you see them, it's best to leave them alone. Moths are important food sources for birds and bats, and many species are declining due to extensive use of pesticides and deforestation. Hopefully we can appreciate these creatures even if they look scary. I've encountered so many species in my life. Let me show you the next one. Automeris caterpillars are really crazy looking. Often they are armed with highly venomous spines, and when they are touched, they often cause rashes and painful burning sensations on your skin. It's like a stinging nettle, but even worse. Now I may be cheating a little here, you see, Automeris is not one species. Rather it is a genus of silkmoth that contains over 124 species. And they are found all over the American continent, from Argentina to Canada. If you see one, make sure not to grab it, cause grabbing it may be a painful experience to you. A lot of species of them are social and even live in groups. Not convinced? Let me show you the next one. Oh my god, dragon caterpillars. Believe it or not, but these caterpillars turn into a butterfly species, not a moth. These are the caterpillars of Opsiphanes tamarindi, a species of owlet butterfly from South America. The larvae are very fond of palms, and in particular banana tree. What really makes them unusual is their dragon-like head capsule. They are considered minor pests, however, in particular on banana palm. The caterpillars can devour large parts of the leaves, so farmers aren't always happy with their presence and consider them pests. Despite that, you gotta admit, their appearance is really remarkable. They do look like dragons, don't they? Now I have a really cool one to show you. Flannel moths. Who doesn't love them? They look like a hairpiece. Don't touch them, however, these guys are really and truly have a painful sting. Now guys, flannel moths are not actually a species. Rather, they are a family of moths, and in this case I found many of them in the wild in Brazil. Usually from the genus Megalopiga or Podalia. It's actually not their hairs that are venomous. Below their hair there is a second layer of venomous spines. These are the ones that hurt. Don't pet them. A number of species is in North America, but most of them are found in tropical America. Don't mess with these boys. It's okay to admire them from a distance, however. I've encountered so many species in my life. Let me show you the next one. Don't worry, me poking the caterpillar doesn't hurt it. I know how to handle insects and study them for a living. If you don't believe me, see my other videos. Squeaking silk moths are the caterpillars from the genus Rhodinia, a genus of silk moths that can be found in temperate to subtropical Asia. While the species of them are diverse, all of them have something in common. Their caterpillars squeak loudly when they're touched. It's said that this is a defense mechanism. Birds and other predators may be scared by the loud squeaks. Can you blame them? I imagine it would take most humans by surprise too. How amazing! Now I have a really cool one to show you. The caterpillars of the Silkmoth Rinaca THIBETA are notable for their awesome haircut. This species is from Nepal, Bhutan, India, Thailand, southern China and Taiwan. Larvae in the wild eat the plant called Andromeda ovalifolia, but presumably also develop well on sweet gum and camphor tree. What really sets them apart is their unusual haircut. They remind me of sheep. Apart from being stylish, the hairs do have a function. They keep the insects warm at night and on top of that protect them from threats such as parasitic flies. Have you ever seen an insect this hairy? Would you hug it? They're quite soft and fuzzy. If your mind isn't blown yet, man, you must be picky. Let me show you the next one. Don't worry, poking it doesn't hurt the caterpillar. And if you don't believe me, see my other videos where they grow up into moths. This bizarre creature is the Puss Moth. And not only can these caterpillars spit acid, they have two tentacle-like appendages on its rear end that it can extend and use to distract predators away from their body. Their appearance is very alien. These caterpillars can be found in parts of Europe, Asia and North Africa, where the larvae commonly feed on plants such as poplar tree and willow. Very unusual. I've encountered so many species in my life. Let me show you the next one. Antheraea montezuma is a rare species of silk moth that is only and exclusively found in the country of Mexico. What is really unusual is their caterpillars, because their caterpillars have remarkable, shiny, iridescent, metallic patches all over their body. Their color is best described as something between violet, pink, purple and silver. It really is unique. It looks like these caterpillars are almost encrusted with gemstones. These are certainly among some of the most unusual caterpillars that I have documented. Fascinating. In the silk moth hobby, eggs and cocoons of this species tend to sell for high prices because this rare and difficult to obtain species is one of those that every silk moth breeder wants to raise to prove their talent. Very unusual. I've encountered so many species in my life. Let me show you the next one. These caterpillars look cool, but they don't look that unusual, do they? Well, let me tell you this, believe it or not, but this species knows some serious kung fu and is also known as the Cobra Caterpillar, Cobra style. When this species is upset, they can sit upright and fight and attack you with their painful and sharp spines. These guys are very aggressive. Let me show you what happens if I poke it. Poke, ow! Ow! It's attacking me with these red hairs. I don't know if you can see it, but those red hairs here are actually spines. Can you see it? They're like splinters. And if we touch the caterpillar, boom! It's just going to try, ow, attack us like a cobra. Man, they're ferocious. Ow! Oh my god, it's actually biting. Dude, I swear it's biting. Oh my god, so aggressive. Ah, look, it's actually biting. Wow, man, it's the most aggressive caterpillars I ever raised. They're so weird. Wow, that's not a species to mess with now, is it? My gosh. This species is found in Africa. This was Bart Coppens with 10 of the craziest caterpillars I have seen myself. I'll be back soon with more. Most caterpillars are harmless, and moths are beneficial creatures to the environment. That being said, if you see a caterpillar that you cannot identify, especially if it's bright, colorful and hairy, it's a good idea not to touch it. Some species can be very venomous and painful. And what kind of moths are these caterpillars going to turn into? Aha! If you subscribe to my channel, I'm going to show you the moths these caterpillars turn into. My name is Bart Coppens, and I promote butterfly and moth conservation on the internet. And on my channel I made over 1500 videos about moths. Let's learn about these awesome creatures. See you in the next upload. Bye!